Say my name.
Heisenberg.
You're damn right.
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and man, do we have a lot of news to cover today. We have everything from the new legend Ballistic, his abilities and what he will now look like, along with that an entire class rework with more information on their abilities, and also the Apex Legends LAN, which will be in London, which is going to have an impact on those abilities. We're also going to give out 45 bucks. All you gotta do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill, but without further ado, let's talk about Apex Legends. So let's go ahead and start this video off with what we actually know about Ballistic. Now, we saw an early image from Hypermist, but it was incredibly blurry, but Pornhub just the other day, along with whatever the watermark is on the bottom of this image, showed a brand new render of Ballistic coming to the game. And as you can see, he does kind of look like Walter White with a little bit more of an edge style with the glasses. Overall though, it seems kind of like a caustic build, but a little bit more in shape. But what came as an even bigger surprise is we finally got a screenshot of his abilities, and this I believe comes from Night Terras. At least that's what the watermark says. Passive, you can see we have a weapon sling where you can store a third weapon, access via the inventory or the down on the D-pad. The sling weapon cannot take attachments. We've seen this in the early gameplay leak, so this has not changed whatsoever in any way, shape, or form. The tactical, what we earlier saw in the gameplay leak, was a turret. However, that has completely changed 100%. It now does a smart bullet, as it says, and it's your tactical. It shoots a projectile that debuffs the enemy. Enemy guns will start heating up as they shoot. Overheating will cause a reaction and deal damage. Holding the tactical will allow it to lock onto a target, which is pretty much the same thing I said before, although it's been changed just a little bit. So do keep in mind, even though these are very early leaks, a lot of stuff does change before they finally come to the game, and we can see that right here is the ammo box, which we've also talked and seen in the gameplay leak. However, it has a couple of major changes to it. When activated, nearby teammates get a buff applied. It gives a faster reload, unarmed move speed, and infinite ammo. However, the crazy part is Ballistic's sling weapon, the one that he's using via his passive, will be equipped and upgraded to gold. Now, this sounds absolutely phenomenal and seems like he's going to be a very powerful legend coming into the game right off the bat. We've said that about a lot of legends though before in the past, like Catalyst, so we'll really have to wait and see. I did last year that this was still planned for season 17. Who knows, at the end of the day they could decide to move it up to season 16 as a surprise, but do keep that in mind. But one thing we do know is coming next season, and was actually shared in the screenshot, is all the legend classes are being reassembled, and we can see this here. Now on the bottom row we have the Recon class that has Seer, Vantage, and Crypto. We have a support class now with more than just Lifeline and Loba, with Newcastle and Gibraltar being added into it, along with a defensive class for Caustic, Watson, Rampart, and Catalyst. They've moved Pathfinder out of the Recon with Wraith, Mirage, Octane, Horizon, and Valkyrie, and another class which has Bangalore, Revenant, Fuse, Ash, Mad Maggie, and Ballistic. Now on top of that, we got another leak of what these classes actually are. Now the Assault class will get rid of red bins and extra inventory for ammo. They believe it's 80 per stack, and that seems to be the class that has the Bangalore, Revenant, Fuse, Ash, Mad Maggie, and Ballistic, as they just seem to be much more assault-based characters. Now the defensive legends, which is Caustic, Rampart, Watson, and Catalyst, are now called Control Legends, and that will be for holding areas and locking stuff down. Newcastle and Gibby were moved into the support team player class, and they benefit the team, keeping the team alive and quickly back into the fight. This is for that blue supply bin that was shown in the dev stream a while ago, where they now also have all access to that. The Recon class is going to be somewhat the same, and Bloodhound is still in it, but he was cut off, along with Valkyrie and Pathfinder being moved out. The Skirmisher class is going to be the mobility or hit and run type class. These legends will be the ones with movement, solo PvP power, and we saw Pathfinder, Wraith, Mirage, Octane, Horizon, and Valkyrie, and from what I was told, these guys can actually see what's coming in care packages that are dropping down. There's also some talk about Pathfinder being reworked for this, and possibly even Mirage, but this all seems to be coming into the game for this upcoming season, which is very exciting. Remember, once again, nothing is 100% confirmed until Respawn shows us, we actually get to play it, or we see it in the gameplay itself. But all this lines up with all the other leaks that we've been getting for quite a while, and overall, it's going to be a very exciting season, even though season 15 was incredibly slow and boring. And to top it all off, the LAN is going to be going live in London on February 2nd, where all the pro players will compete. And this is also another proving point, because that will be taking place before the new season, which starts on February 14th. They're most likely doing all of these changes after the LAN in London, so that the pro players don't have to adjust to a completely new meta. But overall, there's a lot to look forward to, even though it is so dry right now. Let me know down below, how do you feel about a lot of the new stuff coming to Apex? How do you feel about the LAN being 3 times in London? And until next time, legends, keep slaying in the Outlands, and I'll see you out there.